It's incredibly funny engaging people who have this ridiculous belief that somehow these alternative therapies, which have no proof that they actually work, are convinced that they exist. Now, this is one such person who basically apparently tried to educate me on how wrong I was. And basically, in return, we're going to go through Yobbo D's statements and basically, with a bit of hope, give him the education that he really needs. So, let's begin, shall we? You've displayed how incredibly unintelligent you are. Again, as you'll see, Yobbo D is about to display how unintelligent he is. But we'll get to that, because that's the mid part. You say gerson is false information and people need real doctors. Really? Yes, gerson is false information because as of yet, even though they claim to have cured all these people, they have yet to produce any scientific proof that their therapy alone can cure what they claim to cure. This is, at the moment, quite ridiculous, and as you'll see sooner or later, Yobbo D pretty much goes off the tracks in a statement he'll make later, which is truly the moment of true facepalm for this video. The same ones who inject an acid 100 times hotter than the acid that already damaged the cell. So apparently, chemotherapy is basically on the same acidic level as hydrochloric acid. Why then is it not burning people from the inside out and, you know, killing them? I haven't seen a case of someone who was literally melted from having chemotherapy. Hopefully now you should be able to see where this is going. We all know, and we all know how ridiculous Yobbo D is, and hopefully Yobbo D, you will be educated, because quite frankly sometimes you need to embarrass people to show them how stupid they are. Most of us know, except morons like you, yes Yobbo D, I'm looking at you, that Big Pharma's goal is money. Well, how would any, drug company actually run then without money? Again, Yobbo D can't answer that question. And yet none of the alternative people, when I've brought that to them, have ever been able to answer it. So I look forward to what answers I will get to this from that video, or from this video. You can't patent a natural remedy, so no money. The reason, again, this seems to go for all conspiracy theorists, and let me explain how patenting works. You cannot basically, let's say it's a remedy then. You cannot take, I don't know, your mother's recipe for chicken soup and say that, this is the cure for common cold. Because, first of all, they won't patent it. Because you don't have any proof that it cures common cold. Now, to get this proof, you need to do laboratory tests. Now, let's say you do these laboratory tests and you do the clinical trials and you prove that beyond a shadow of a doubt that your mother's, home recipe, homemade chicken soup works. It cures cold. Congratulations, you have scientific proof, and the entire medical community now backs you because you've shown the evidence. Congratulations, you've now, cured the common cold. This is what many natural remedies are not doing and are unable to provide. Many are basically going, this can cure this, without any proof whatsoever that they can back up their claims. And yet, they will sell it as a vitamin supplement, because that's how they get around it. Where are we? Ah, yes. This is the fun part, because now apparently it's time to educate me. And here's the fun thing. Remember, as of yet, we still do not know what causes cells to metastasize and cause cancer. This very discovery is Nobel Prize worthy. This will literally make the guy who finds this out, because once we find this out, will lead to us be able to curing cancer. It's that simple. But of course, we're about to take a trip into Cuckoo Land, so join me on this fun trip. Yeah. First of all, a cancer cell is an acid-damaged cell. Damaged from what acid? Okay, that's the first thing you should be raising your eyebrows at. Blood pH doesn't change or you'll die fast. Again, he's not making much sense at all. What does change is the pH of tissue/cells. Okay? Every cell of your body eats and excretes. Okay? The body has more lymph fluid than blood. Okay? The lymph is the sewer system that drains to the kidneys. And if any of you know about any of these quack theories, you'll notice it's either concentrated on the kidneys or the liver. Two things that affect your blood and have pretty much nothing to do with cells themselves, because what blood does is it provides energy, air, around your body. So basically what they're saying is that apparently the more cleaner your blood is, the less chance you are likely to have cancer. This is what Lymph is trying to basically say, I think. Or, well, not Lymph. Yobbo D is trying to say, I think. But many cancers do not occur within your bloodstream. They occur on certainly parts of your body, but no cancers actually occur within your bloodstream. Again, from what we know, and this is evidence that we know, the cells metastasize. Now basically what this means is that the cell basically just explodes and goes out of control. It just basically grows and grows and grows. So, at this moment in time, apparently, according to Yobbo D, and we'll continue this fun roll-up, is that basically at the moment, Yobbo D is laying out his thesis for his Nobel Prize. Because remember, as I said, this apparently, as I said, this is Nobel Prize territory. So, Yobbo D, I look forward to you receiving your Nobel Prize. Where are we? System that drains the kidneys. Yes. Lymph cleans every cell in the body, and without it, acid buildup in the tissues and damages cells. Now this is the thing. Now, how is injecting acid going to help an acid condition? Cells are cells. At the moment, sorry, Yobbo D, you've made no sense biologically at all. First of all, it's not acid that they're injecting into you. You know nothing about chemotherapy or radiation therapy. Again, the clue's in the name. The cells of your liver are no different than the rest of your... What? The cells of your liver are no different than the cells of your liver. What? Oh, okay, oh, no, sorry, he's continuing here. Then your liver, gallbladder, thyroid, parathyroid, kidneys, you name it. Except cells carry information, and a cell in your gallbladder does not work the same way as your kidneys. Again, a skin cell is not the same as my kidney, because if it did, then every time I'd brush past anything, it would absorb into me. And you know, I'd be a walking cleaning factory. It'd be amazing. I'd just roll around my room and it'd be clean. So why are oncologists instructed not to drip chemo on skin, or else it'll burn a hole? Well, as I've said, if it's deadly enough that, you know, it burns a hole just by being dropped on your skin, then why is basically nobody melting like a candle when this stuff is actually injected into their body? Again, you make no sense at all. Why? You're going to inject that into your body? Question mark. Do you rub Tabasco sauce on a sunburn? No, because I'm smarter than that. No, you rub aloe vera, or you rub after sun. You know, the stuff that is actually better than aloe vera. Oh no, aloe vera, natural, how could that be? It works. Oh no, we need drugs for that. Oh no. That's literally what he put. Basically, here's the thing. There are studies to show how aloe vera works, particularly with skin. So, and again, Big Pharma, you know, Big Pharma are actually making aloe vera products. There are products with aloe vera in it because they know it works. Again, you should be seeing now how ridiculous this is. And hopefully, Yobbo D, you come and watch this, and hopefully you realise what a moron you really are. Oh. Come on, every cell is 3/4 lymph, 1/2 blood. Blood feeds lymph cells. We need... Your body is not made up of blood. You know, I wonder if Yobbo D, you just slept through biology class, or you were so nervous to worry about the fact of looking stupid that you didn't put your hand up to ask a question and say that you didn't understand. Because at the moment, as I've just said, what you've just put there, again, you need to submit it to a medical journal, because, again, it's not like there are thousands of researchers trying to research this very thing of why cancer cells happen and metastasize. It doesn't make... Oh. So, again, he goes on to say how we need, basically, we need sugars from fruit, but I'd ask the question, why do you need sugar from fruit? Natural sugar, or glucose as it should be called, you can get it from quite a lot of stuff. So what makes, you know, sugar different from, you know, basic, okay, technically a Mars bar then has probably about more sugar content than probably an apple. I'm guessing. I don't know exactly what. It probably does, but I'm just at a guess in terms of that. So technically, then, according to your thesis, if I basically eat a Mars bar a day, then the sugar that I get from that should basically prevent me from getting cancer in the future. And then this is the best part. Get ready for a real facepalm. There is no need to provide evidence. Okay, Yobbo D, I have a pill for you that will basically make you immortal, and you can have it for the small price of £2,000. After all, I don't have to provide evidence, right? You see how quacks have basically manipulated idiots like Yobbo D into believing ridiculous stuff like this, and how they're the ones making money off it? Yep, where are we? Yeah, there is no need to provide evidence. Maybe if you had an understanding of the body, you wouldn't need FDA references. Well, maybe if you had an understanding of the body, you wouldn't be falling for such obvious quackery. And again, please do submit your wonderful theory to a medical journal, because you're in line for a Nobel Prize. The same guy who supports chemo. Oh yes, here we go. Here's a fun figure. That chemo has a 95% fail rate. A 95% fail rate. Okay then, let's play this fun game again, because this just comes from the same people who have the same theory that apparently chemo is only 2% effective. Okay, chemo, what are we talking? Are we talking chemo when it's used as a main cure to cure the cancer? Or are we talking when chemo is used as an after cure, maybe after surgery? What cancer is chemo being used on? Because there are different types of cancer. There are different things. No cancer is the same as the other one. This is why it is such a difficult disease to cure. We have cured many cancers, but the cures we have for those cancers do not work on the other types. This is why I'm so annoyed when it comes to talking to people like this. You cannot get through to them. This number is bullshit. He's just pulled it out of your ass. I'm sorry, Yobbo D, but you have. And you're a moron for doing so. Unless you can provide me proof, and I mean actual scientific proof, that chemotherapy is only 95% effective, this is bullshit. You know it, Yobbo D, because you just pulled it out of your ass. And anyone else should be able to just... But you see how idiots like this have been conned. And it's just like, oh my god. I worry for the... I really shouldn't, but I worry for like people like this who who believe this ridiculous theory, because it's these type of people that encourage other people not to seek proper medical help. And he said, oh no, go try this thing. And then by the time they realise that it's not working, it's too late and they end up dying. But of course, as far as these people are concerned, oh well, it just mustn't have worked. And they scrub it from their mind that they did such a thing. Yet I guarantee out there are people and family members who have had a person in their family who have had cancer, and they've been talked into having alternative treatments that have not worked, and they've ended up either getting worse or they've just gone to the doctor in time and managed to catch it. Because this is why it's so dangerous. It puts people's lives at risk, and yet they have no proof to what they are saying. They are just parroting doctors, or these fake doctors who basically are making millions off selling these treatments, and off quacks that are selling ridiculous supplements or promoting diets like the gerson therapy that have no basis in scientific proof at all. Anyway, we'll continue. Yeah. If they support chemo, which kills all, why would they go after natural cures? Well, here's the thing. Medicine doesn't work like that. It doesn't work the way you're saying it works. Drug companies make more from short-term cures than they do long-term cures. This is why many cures a couple of years ago, what was it now? Oh, bugger. I can't remember what it was. Oh, I can't remember off the top of my head. But this is why you look back a couple of years ago and you will see there was a lot of treatments where you used to have to take a long course of drugs. These have been getting shorter because we've come to understand, and medical science has proven that if we do this or we put this in it, then this treatment goes from being a year's course of taking these drugs down to 6, down to a week, down to just being able to just take one. But do these people care about how medical science is progressing? No, they're not interested, because they bought into the ridiculous con that natural cures work. Natural cures work to a point. They don't work as well as these people claim they do. They do not cure cancer. There is not a single natural cure out there for cancer. There is not a single shred of scientific proof for it. It's definitely not for safety concerns. So what's the reason? I wonder. I suggest you take a trip to Florida and talk to Dr. Robert Morse. He's cured over 100,000 people. He has records and video to prove it. No, he doesn't. He's an absolute charlatan, and I am very happy to say that. This guy goes around, he cherry picks his patients. He knows, he makes money. He was a doctor and he's done it. He's switched to this because he knows he can make more money from it. And again, if he has records, if he has these records, why is he not submitting these records to peer-reviewed journals to show the rest of the scientific community that his stuff works? Why are them people? Because people would then take his records and they look at them and they examine them. He's on Quackwatch, and Quackwatch is a perfectly good example, looking at one of his supposed cures that shows that it's false. And apparently I'm a clown, so yeah, when you get cancer and go to those docs you trust, go right ahead, enjoy your dirt nap. Well, unfortunately, Yobbo D, if I ever do get cancer, I will go to the docs. because I know I will be cured compared to you, and I really don't wish cancer upon anybody, but sometimes I really do wish it on some of these people who profess their natural cures, because I'm going to do a video soon on this very fact about how basically somebody followed in the footsteps of a person who had a natural cure, and as a result, doing exactly as they did, they even helped them, the person who had survived, supposedly from this natural cure, and they died. That's my next video. But for the moment, hopefully this little romp through this educational wonderland has certainly been helpful, Yobbo D, because you're an idiot. There's no kind of way to put it. What you have just said there makes no sense. Your supposed way of how cancer forms is not proven. It's not scientifically proven. You've got no evidence. And if you do, then please submit that to a medical journal, or how about, even better, I give it to an ornithologist that I know. We'll see what they say, and we'll post when we get a reply. We'll post it in. But for the moment, we'll post this entire ridiculous diatribe down in the comments below. Because, oh my God, you now see the. Hopefully, you should now see the idiocy of some of these people that I'm having to deal with, because they claim I know nothing about biology, when in fact they are the ones that know nothing of biology. They're the ones that are being conned. And it's these people that are conning other people into ridiculous things. You know, live by this maxim, people. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is.